I've been waiting for this little kit to arrive from India now for about a couple of weeks, and the best thing about it only cost me about $95 Australian, including free postage. So what you get in the kit is naturally the bar risers, which was the most important things I was chasing. So you got your pair of bar risers, you've got a tail tidy, which isn't too bad either, and a headlight grill, a side stand platform, and you've got two of these covers that fit over your brake reservoir, for the disc. So overall, for $95, I thought it was an extremely good value for money, and I was just wondering, how could you beat that? So first up, I'm going to fit the bar risers, which should be a fairly easy run. They're not, I don't know, I suppose they move it up an inch or so, or something to that effect, which hopefully, won't have any effect on moving cables or anything to that effect. Little tail tidy will get rid of that overhang at the back, so that's all right for the price too. The headlight grill itself, I remember buying one for that Triumph Street Scramble I had, and it was only in plastic, and I think Triumph charged me either $90 or $110 for that one, so that was pretty pricey. The side stand platform, that'll come in handy too. I think, you get out there plenty of times around here now, the ground's a bit damp, and straight away the bike drops a little slightly, once on, so that platform there should be a little bit better. So, overall, for what you get for $95, I'll leave a link to the buyer I bought it from, and if you're interested, you can go further. But more importantly, first up will be the bar risers on this one, to see if I can improve the bar height and see if it's a little bit better than what I actually had to start with. So that's first on the list, but overall, I'm just letting you know, I think this is a pretty good value for $95 Australian. I suppose I haven't checked the currency conversion, but in the US dollars, I suppose that would only work out around $60 or $70. So overall, good value all around, pretty happy with it, so we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, that little bit of a preview there was when the package first arrived and I unboxed it. So since then I've had a chance to fit the bar risers. So here they are now. So when these were put in, you could see the exposed aluminium of the old ones there, like the inside part, because these fit in like a little bit more slimmer, if you can see it. But since then, I'll show up a before and after, and I've actually spray painted, or not actually spray painted, I used a brush to brush around the bottom there and cover in that anodised aluminium look. So we've got rid of that, and it's black now, so I'll give you a before and after there. Now overall, I bought some shit over the years where you actually buy something and you think to yourself afterwards that was a total waste of money and wish I'd never done it. But as far as I'm concerned, this kit for a bit over $90 Australian, or around about $60, $65 US, something like that. I reckon it's a really good value kit, or I wouldn't even bother putting it up here. And it's worth nothing for me to tell you about it. I'm just telling you I think it's good value. I don't earn anything off it. Pretty hard to get any money off an Indian seller, I'd say. So, or any of the other sellers. So, it benefits me nothing. But I think it's a good product, or a good package for the six what you get for the $90. So I thought I'd give that guy a bit of a plug and put his link there in case he wants to sell a few of them. I'm for sure I'll definitely use the headlight grill. I reckon it's all right, and more importantly, it's made of metal compared to when I bought the Triumph one. It was just made of plastic. So if you look at it that way, then you get over here the brake master cylinder guards. Well, these are fairly well exposed, so metal plate over them would be a good idea, and it'll be very easy fit. If you swing around the back of the hubs part, maybe fitting the tail tidy. So if you look at this now, it's a fairly untidy tail tidy at the back, so if it does work on that one, that'll be a big bonus there too. And if we swing around here, I'll definitely get a bit of use for the foot support on the side stand, because might stop the bike from falling over or anything like that. So overall, I think I've got a pretty good value run there what's available there in that package for the 90, so that's why I thought I'd let you know. Now in the meantime, if you want to subscribe to the channel and just see this bike running around on dirt and stuff like that, by all means click the sub button. And I think overall, apart from those 6 items to get on, I've still got to fit the bar end mirrors, what I bought in the package kit, my sump guard, which will come in handy because I've been in a bit of rough area, and you'll see a rough dirt ride on this bike come up shortly, where really dicey ride. I tell you what, I would not have the guts to go back there and ride that hill again. Like, I went up there once and thought I was very, very lucky, and you'll see the clip when it comes up where you think to yourself, Jesus, he went close this time, and close to getting it out of control and having it on that hill dropped. So like I said, I've got all the other accessories. Overall there's about a good dozen accessories to go on this bike, starting with the bar risers to start with, then working our way around. And at the moment I'm also working on a shock clip for the rear, see how that idea goes too. So if it's successful, I'll be back with you on that one. If you don't hear any more about the shocks, we'll know it failed. But speaking of the shocks, here they are here. You know, whatever I tell you, I'm always doing, so there they are. So apart from that, if that idea works, I'll be able to give it a ride review and a bit more other stuff, tell you if it was worth the trouble, because only trouble now, like I've got the handlebars sorted out, they're far better than what they were, so just to buy that kit, or just to buy the bar risers from India for about $40, $45, definitely worth the money. And the only other complaint I really had on this bike is it rides a bit hard on the rear. So apart from that, it's a pretty good bike. I think you'll be very happy if you buy one of these. You know, you may not be as happy as if you got this one, but you know, overall you will be happy on this particular bike. You know, if this is your style of bike you're after, by all means go ahead and buy one, because it's a great little ride, very peppy, good really mid-range torque, easily beat that 350 Classic, but two totally different bikes to ride. And this is their small nimble one where you can zip in and out the traffic or out along the dirt roads, and easy to manoeuvre and handle around. And you do notice the extra 90 or 15 kilos heavier on the Classic, plus more if you got it loaded up like that. So apart from that, once again, thanks for tuning in. This is just a quick review of that accessory pack. So if you go to the site on eBay and check it out, I'm pretty sure you'd be very happy for your $90 outlay, compared to you could buy something else and get riffed off heavily. And this isn't the case. I would put this down as really good value for money. And I think, you know, just a quick talk on bar risers, for example. These are $45. When I had the Triumph, I put bar risers on that one. I think it cost something like $300 by the time I purchased them from Motone overseas. Got them here, paid the import duty, all the other crap that went with them, and believe it or not, no better than these. So that's about all I can tell you on that one, because when you come to this channel, I like to tell it as I see it. You know, I'm not here to give you rose-coloured glasses and sort of make you feel good and stuff like that. I just tell you the facts are, and the facts on this one is $90 outlay on this kit. I'm happy with it, so I'm happy to say, you know, if you're on the fence and you're thinking about it, by all means give it some thought. I'll just lock it in. Okay, let go. Yeah, I tell you what, lock's good.